Good day everyone, my name is Jason Ramlan and in this tutorial I'm going to talk a bit about the domain name services. Right, so we're going to look at the forward and reverse lookup zones within the domain name services. But firstly, the domain name services is an internet service that translates domain names into IP addresses. We are familiar with alphabetic names. When we want to go on certain access certain servers or websites, we would type the www.whatever.com and go to the site. Computers, however, needs the IP address to authenticate the site, and the domain name service affords this. Within the domain name service, there's the forward lookup zone, which actually translates the alphabetic website into IP addresses, and the reverse lookup zone does the opposite. It translates IP addresses to alphabetic names. Prevents website from being hacked, prevents your information from being sent all over the web. To do this, you will have to go to your server manager and you must install the DSN server. Now I have it installed already, but to do that you're going to have to hit the add rules, okay, and then you hit next, and then you'll have to click this and proceed, follow the wizard. But I already have it installed already, so I won't be doing that. So we're just going to close up this here. Alright, we're going to minimize this here. So I'm going to go to my DNS service that I already configured. So I'm going to go to the DNS here, administrative tools, and go to DNS. Already have it loaded here. So you see I have my server here, and here I actually have a forward lookup zone that was created when I configured my server on the DNS. And here is the reverse lookup zone that is not presently there. We're going to have to actually configure that. So to configure the reverse lookup zone, we're going to have to go to reverse lookup zone here, highlighted, and right click. Then we're going to go to new. We're going to follow the wizard. We're going to go to next. We're going to leave this as primary zone checked, and here they say create a copy of the zone that can be updated directly in the server. We're going to leave this box here checked. Then we're going to proceed to next. For the purpose of this tutorial, we're going to highlight to all DNS servers running on domain controls in this first. That is just for the tutorial only. Then we're going to go to next. We are using IP version 4, so we won't check the IP version 6. Then we're going to go to next again. And here they say to identify the reverse lookup zone, type the network ID or the name of the zone. We're going to type the network ID, right? And that's the first 3 octets on my IP address, which is 192.168.0. Then we're going to hit next. So here the wizard said you can specify that this DNS zone accepts secure, non-secure, or dynamic updates. Select the type of dynamic updates you want to allow. We're going to check this box as already checked here, so we want to leave this, which is allow secure dynamic updates. Then we're going to hit next. So we finished configure the reverse lookup zone. So now we're going to right click on the server here and we're going to hit launch NS lookup. So here we just ran the NS lookup. So if we type json.com, it should point back to our IP address, which is this here, 192.168.0.1. Here we have our server, the server name. Here the machine, and this is the domain that we created. So we're going to type json.com. So you see the name json.com is associated with IP address 192.168.0.1. And if we type 192.168.0.1, we're supposed to get back the alphabetic name for this IP address. Okay, well, here's it. Here's the server, json.com. So basically, this is it in DNS relative to the forward and the reverse lookup zone. Until next time, goodbye.